Okay. Hi, hello, assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening to all of you people. Welcome for a merit paper discussion, pack number two. Okay, and in this paper series, we will be targeting on every week, every month to do two merit papers, okay, of keeping you all revised of questions or else revise keeping you all revised in different forms of lesson content, because we all forget how papers karanda you will be able to remember. And definitely the merit papers that I gave it to you all, it's slightly difficult, okay, not that kind of in an easy way. But then there is a lot to learn through papers. So normally a paper will be uploaded for you all. So every month, the first week and the last week, we will be having a merit paper series. Okay, and May series join again revise recordings will be uploaded in the YouTube. Also, we will have the discussion PDF and the PDF. I'll share it in WhatsApp group. So this session is completely open for anyone to come and join to study and go through it in there. You do our papers and then you all can compare yourself with how far you all has in the standing board. Okay, so questions kila make A level with you all don't focus and go specially when you are targeting, when you are playing for a match nang normally test matches with gala vedakne friendly matches and everything you can try. So you will improve yourself. So merit papers are completely free for anyone, which I'll share the recording. It's not free, Raja. Anyone can join. Hi, Joel Roderick. Okay, you know what to do next. Okay, you have to rename yourself. Every week, every month, well, first and last week will be a merit paper for you all. Okay, I cannot do it in a physical class. Love to do it, but time, so we have an 13 we have 13 MCQ question paper okay, and then 13 MCQ question paper pack and then we do have a part 2 question also. Generally, to start off, we'll start with part 2 for a while. Put the part 2 question again, start color, and then I'll go for the MCQs in general. So let's get started. So question number 14 again, I'll start. Okay, question number 14, explain the concept of virtual memory. Okay, concept of virtual memory, list two methods for its implementation and explain any of one of them using a schematic diagram. So you have to so two classes for a month. Merit paper, in a sense, it's a kind of a model paper. Okay, a model paper we have it on every week. So two classes for a month. Yes, free sessions. Okay, so explain the concept of virtual memory. A virtual memory is a concept of allowing you to run programs, allowing you to compensate the memory difference between the physical memory and the program size. So usually, where do we use virtual memory concept? Now, for an example, when your program size, okay, is around, we'll say 64 KB, and your RAM size, your memory size is 32 KB. Now you will be not able to run the program, because why? Your CPU will get the data from whom? CPU will get the data from the random access memory. So virtual memory comes in to compensate the memory difference between the random access memory and the program size. Rather than putting all the data to the RAM, which you don't have enough space, you will put them into the virtual memory. Okay, you will put them into the virtual memory, and from the virtual memory you can get it to the RAM and it will go to the CPU. This helps you all to compensate the memory difference between the actual program size and the RAM size. To do this, there are different techniques you can go with this. Okay, two methods for its implementation you can use on paging and mapping. So these are two different techniques used in virtual memory among them. What is mapping and what is paging? When you take the data from the hard disk, which is known as the virtual memory, and you send the data to the RAM. So when a data is available in the RAM, we call it as physical memory. Physical memory. When the data is in the hard disk, we call it as the virtual memory. So you will be taking the data from hard disk to the RAM. We call it as mapping. Okay, and RAM making hard disk both we call it as swapping. Okay, letting the process to be in the hard disk we call it as paging. So these are a couple of smart short diagrams for you to refer it. It's easily ඔගලන්ට මේ ටික refer කරගන්න පුළුවන්. So did you all understand the concept of memory management in short? Sounds okay? Okay, this was exactly a term exam paper for us. අපි නම් මේ පරණ papers ඔක්කොම ඇවිල්ලා දැන් merit papers වලට දාලා ටගල් ටගල් ඉවර කරනවා because all dated papers ඇවිල්ලා වැඩක් නැහැ questions දීලා. Okay, that's what it's kind of. Right. Okay, good. Okay, so we'll write some answers in there, especially for virtual memory concept. Okay, so let's see how do you write the answers. Number one, we'll write the definition, the concept of virtual memory concept. So, reference virtual memory is a memory management technique used by whom the operating system to give an application enough space to be mapped to its physical memory, even though physical memory is limited. Virtual memory allows programs to run larger than the size of physical memory. So virtual memory is a concept like installment basis. Usually you upload array and you are buying kind of a product, let's assume an AC, and which cost around 200,000 rupees. And at the moment in your hand, you have only 20,000 rupees. Still, you are able to do the purchasing. By letting you to pay in installment. Similarly, ඔගලන්ගේ තියෙන program එකේ තියෙන පොඩි blocks ඇවිල්ලා පොඩි blocks වලට කඩලා and then they will be mapped. Okay, good. Methods used by memory management. Number one, we can say segmentation. Number two, you can say paging. Number three, you can say mapping. Number four, you can say swapping. Lot of techniques are there. Okay. Okay, paging explain කරන්නම්. Okay, is a method where an application is a method where you can say where both the logical and physical address are divided into fixed size blocks. Okay, you can get a schematic diagram like this. An application will say like 256 KB will be divided into small blocks with a concept of segmentation. So whatever I have explained, we will be learning. So this one will be divided into small blocks, 2 KB, 2 KB, 2 KB with the technique called segmentation. And each block, therefore, will be given with a logical address. We call it as paging. And these logical address will be mapped to physical memory. We call it as RAM. And this we call it as mapping. Sounds interesting. An application make a schematic diagram with it, a kind of a block diagram. Okay. Schematic diagram basically you can write it as a block diagram. An application will be divided into small blocks. Okay, are divided into smaller blocks. We call it as segmentation. Once you segment it in there, the application will be in the hard disk and make it be virtual memory killer. Okay, they will be given with an address. Each block is given with an address. We call it as a logical address. We call the concept of paging. These logical address will be mapped to physical memory, that's the RAM, using a technique called mapping. Simple. My overall concept. Check it out. Perfect. Good. A weekly merit paper series. Okay. Monthly merit paper. So monthly 2 papers may karano. So lot of things to learn. May papers will print out karla. Venama lasanta lela step la karla tiyagande. When you are doing the discussion, you learn on how to write the answers. Certain words and everything you will be learning. Sounds okay? Right. In the operating system, right do principle event that cause a process to be created. So what causes a process to be created? A process creation, there are multiple reason. One of the reason is what we can say user action. By user is creating the action, or else system creation. The system by itself, it is creating a process. So either the user turn on an application, run and program, run new program, that will create a process, or operating system needs based on a scheduler. So scheduler runs a new program. So these are two major reasons. Process scheduling is an activity process manager handles the removal of running process from the CPU and the selection of another process based on a particular strategy. Okay, briefly explain what process scheduling is. Name 3 types of scheduling. So particular strategy is known as schedulers. Okay, schedulers are used in process management to allocate time for each process based on different criteria. What are those? First come first serve, round robin, okay, priority based. So mevage schedulers dala. Types of schedulers, what are those? Long term schedulers, see you all revise, no? Short term schedulers and mid term schedulers. We'll also learn where the schedulers are residing. So Poddak extra Tenava, we'll try to learn little bit more. Okay, so okay, when a process is in from new to ready, When a process is taken to the RAM, from the RAM it is taken to the block. Okay, when a process is from new to ready, long-term schedulers. From ready to running, short-term schedulers. Running to block, mid-term schedulers. So these are the schedulers who will be responsible in different tasks. Okay, good to go. Nice. Good, 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 good. Okay, may ogulam papers karottama, it will be worth it. It's all about staying consistent, not only first day coming and joining the session throughout. Okay, throughout it has to be consistent. The teacher and the student also should be consistent throughout. It's hard. Now these days we are doing face examinations, bloody difficult. Okay, මෙන්න මේක දාලා ගොඩක් papers කරගෙන යනවා. Okay, it's like kind of hard, especially when we do papers. Like monthly we are doing exam papers, phase examination. When will a page fault occurs? What is the procedure of handling? Reasons for a page fault. Reason for page fault. When a page is already in use, when a memory in use, that is assign කරපු location එක අපිට නැහැ. Okay, copy on write. What do you mean by copy on write? Similar reference, duplicated reference, duplicated memory reference. Okay, third one is going to be demand paging. Demand paging. So what is basically a page fault? When you are already assigned with a location of a memory, okay, and that memory location is not available, now page fault. Example, let's assume you booked for a futsal from 8 to 10, but when you go there, it's not available. Maybe they are already playing someone. Maybe a will out use karna. Sometimes with higher priority they have closed it. So these are the reason we call it as a page fault. So procedure to handle page fault, procedures to handle page fault. How do you handle it? Number one, identify a free frame in the memory. So look for a free slot. Okay, replace the frame, replace the page to that free block. So replace kara, update the page map table. Simple. So free block क्या balala replace करला update करो. Page miss, page delay also can be considered as a correct answers. Exactly. Page miss, page delay also can be taken. So identify a free frame. कोई free block क्या balanda. Okay, replaced demand paging in the sense due to high demand a paging එක මාරු වෙලා. Now for an example, you have booked a futsal, but then when you go there, someone else is playing. It's a VIP, demand paging. Due to demand paging, a road has been blocked. Why? Because a high VIP is going on. So a process has been already assigned to a memory, but due to demand paging, it has been taken over someone else. So someone else has taken over demand paging due to high demand. Okay, page miss කියලා කියන්නේ it's not available, missing. Okay, lost. Delay කියලා කියන්නේ request timeout, it takes long time to access it. How can the system distinguish the pages that are in the main memory from the pages that are on the disk? By using the page map table. By referring the page map table, you will be able to distinguish the pages which are in the main memory and in the disk. Page map table like absent and present state by referring the page map table. Referring the page map table. Show the block allocation given assuming that the index block is 11. Okay, and the test block. So index block 11, now you have to show how these blocks are being allocated. So index block 11 nicking, you can access 9. Index block 11 nicking, you can access 3. Index blocks 11 nicking, you can access 6. Index blocks 11 nicking, you can access 2. You can access 8. 5, 4, okay, 10 and 7. So what they say, show the block allocation. So the block allocation will be 9362 85 410. Sorry, I'll write it again. Answer F ekata මෙතන ලියන්නම් 9362854107 and enter -1. The last block. This is how the files will be allocated. Consider a system which has a logical address of 7 bits, the physical address is 6 bits, and the page size is 8 words. Okay, calculate the number of pages and number of frames. G part. Number of pages, number of frames. You have how much? Virtual address size divided by page size. Physical address size divided by frame size. Virtual address, they are using how many bits? 7 bits. Page size they have given 8 word. Now each word they bits gonna deal. So that's something different. So there is a problem here. Words gonna bits deal. Word bit each word it has to be how many bits? Word bit word bit. So for each and every word, how many bits kila. So they have said page size is 8 words. So 8 words kila number of bits. Okay, so common sign 16 bits use 32 bits use 11 won't come because 11 is the index block. So එතන issue එකක් තියෙනවා මේ question එක කරන්න. So okay, we'll assume we'll cut this question. Okay, make it I with word size deal and we can't do it. Okay, so word size deal and we can't do it. So word size they should give word size do not, we can say what is word size. Each word uses 16 bit, 32 bit, 64 bit. So each and every word they have assigned with a block. 8 bits කාලා කරන්න පුළුවන්, but then ඒක හරියට එන්නේ නැහැ. 2 to the power 7 2 to the power divided by 6 වුණොත් answer එක එන්නේ නැහැ හරියට. Yeah, 7 bits. Yeah, I put the keys. We'll keep it like this. Yeah. So that's under the part 2 again, 14th question. See, a lot of knowledge we got it through this paper, especially in the part 1 series. Nice. Perfect. Nice question. Doubts. Checking your messages also. Happy. So let's see another set of question from page number 15. Okay, page number 50. Sorry, question number 15. So question number 15 under a DC question, a different style of a question. Let's try. A robot is an agent used for cleaning, and robot has a sensor of functioning A and B, C, and active state is identified as 1 and inactive state is 0. The program has been programmed such that the robot be designed on the input of A. So depending on the A only, the system will be valued. So A, B, C. So let me write the value 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, double 0, double 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Harde. Ita passe, good. When active, if getting a signal, all inputs are sent through an XOR gate. So the input is sent through an XOR gate for active signal. What is active? So these are all active. These are sent through what gate? XOR gate. When inactive, the input is getting sensor A, all inputs are sent through XNOR gate. So when the values are inactive, when you get an inactive signal, you will be getting XNOR gate. A different style of a question. If XOR E gate output is 1, when an active is receiving, the robot is activated and perform the task. If XOR gate is 1, when inactive, putting XOR, the robot is active and perform the task. So we'll say robot. So how does the work XOR gate? Now you know how the XOR gate works. Rock, paper, scissors. Same input 0, different input, it will give you 1. So when you get 0 and 0, it is 0. 1 and 1, that is 0. එයාගේ opposite එක තමයි යන්නේ. Good. 1 and 0. If you send 1 and 0, all the inputs, no? So all the inputs के लिए मैं तुने में ना. 1 and 0 is what? 1 and 0 will give you 1. 1 and 0 will again give you 1. So you get it, XOR gate and XNOR gate. Balamu. In here, if you send 0, 0, that will give you 0. 0 and 0, that will also give you 0. 0, 1 will give you 0. 0, 1 will give you 1. You take 2 by 2. So first take A and B. That answer, map it with C. So that way it's easy. Amaruna. Okay, so we'll take these two. 0, 1 ke liye kya hai, different input. Same in different input ke liye kya hai, 1. 1 and 0, that will also 1. 0 and 1 is 1. 1 and 1 is 0. Here this will give you 1, 1 and 1, that is 0. 1 and 1 is 1 and 1 is 0, 0 and 0 is 0. 1 and 1 is 0, 0, 1 is 1. Let me check it again. Double check karagamu. 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 0 is 0. 0 and 0 is 0, 0, 1 is 1. 1, that's 1. 0, 1 and 0 is 1. 1 and 0 is 1. Okay. 1 and 0 is 1. 1 and 1 is 0. 1 and 1 is 0. 0 and 0 is 0. Right. මෙයාගේම opposite එක තමයි not gate එකක් දැම්මොත් you will get this answer. 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0. Now map the answers. 1 0 0 1, this is my XO gate. 1 0 0 1, this is my XNOR gate. So for this green wala, you have to use this. For the yellow color, you have to use this. Interesting question. So if the circuit is inactive, it will be sent through XNOR gate. When the circuit is active, all the inputs will be sent through XO gate. So XNOR gate again made gatta, and the robot is working this way. So can you give an explanation how you get the XO gate? XO gate is very simple. First, you take these two, Raja. Take 2 by 2. What is 0 and 0? What is 0 and 0? We'll put this one. 0, 0, 0. 0 and 0 is 0. Again, 0 and 0 is 0. Did you understand? Let's take the next one. I'll take 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1. What is 0 and 0? It is 0. 0 and 1 is 1. So take 2 and then get the answer and go for the next one. It won't confuse you all. 0, 1, 0. 0 and 1 is 1. 1 and 0 is 1. Take 2 by 2. 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. 0 and 1 is 1. 1 and 1 is 0. That's an XO gate. XNOR gate. There are a lot of other methods, but making Ganapula. Get the Boolean expression for this circuit. So you can get any forms of Boolean expression. SOP or POS can be taken, but we all are familiar with SOP. A bar, B bar, C bar, A bar, B, C, A, B bar, C bar, A, B, C. So my answer for that question is A bar, B bar, C bar, A bar, B, C, A, B bar, C bar, A, B, C. Simplify the expression using loss. Right. So how can I simplify these values? A bar, B bar, C bar, A bar, B, A, B bar, C. Okay. So I can take these two common factor, these two common factor. The common factor here is B bar, C bar, A bar plus A. And the common factor between these two is BC. BC, A bar plus A. Yeah, BC. So you will be getting B bar, C bar plus BC. This is again equal to what gate? It's an XNOR gate. You can write this answer like this, keep it like this, also fine. Draw the circuit diagram for the simplified expression. You can draw the circuit diagram. BC, take a NOT gate. Take a NOT gate. You will be getting B bar, C bar. Take again C and take B, BC. Connect both through an O gate. B bar, C bar plus BC. Perfect. Check whether you all have got it. So they say when the circuit is inactive, it will go through XNOR gate. When the circuit is active, it will go through XOR gate. XOR gate කියලා කියන්නේ මේ values ටික, XNOR කියලා කියන්නේ මේ values ටික. මෙයාගේම opposite එක තමයි XNOR. So I got the XOR gate, XNOR gate, एक map करा गत्ता. Simplify करा. What is the law I used here? Distributive law. And this is a complement law. Okay, when you do papers, we don't actually learn the lesson, but actually you learn on how to approach the question. So when you do more and more questions in there, we learn, okay, in different approaches of a question. You might have approach in a different style, so that's wrong. Maybe I might have the approach in a different style, that might be also wrong. So when you do more and more question, you get a idea. Okay, how to make question එක මෙහෙම approach කරමු. මේ question එක මෙහෙම. So that's why we do more papers. So keep in touch. You don't need to do like weekly papers කරලා මැරෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ වගේ පොඩි papers දාලා පොඩි consistency like 1%, 1%, 1% will keep yourself improved. And do not worry, I will be not doing for very long. Paper එක කරන්න බෑ නම් cut කරලා next class එකේ කරනවා. No, I just wrote the loss, Raja. Okay, I just wrote the loss so that you will have in your head. Okay, let's see the next one. So how can you construct different gate using NAND? Sure. Make a moment NAND gate කරලා පෙන්නන්නද. NAND gate එකේ you have a small trick. For NOT gate use this. For AND gate you have to use this. For OR gate you have to use this. So if they want you to develop using a NAND implementation, okay, you have to memorize this first. Then replace this code. That's right. Not gate, no, use this. See, I'll use different colors. Not gate. AND gate, no, use this. Okay, there's another AND gate coming in. See, the same colors I'm using. For OR gate, you have to use this. Did you get it? Very simple. Chappa matter. Not gate take replace kara and gate take replace kara. You can also simplify a circuit. If the circuit looks like this, it can be simplified. Why? Because if you send x here, this will give you x bar and this will give you x double bar, which is equal to x. So both of them is equal. So you can simply cut. If you see a circuit like this form, this is also equal to x. So nothing happens. So you can cut circuit or you can eliminate circuits. So can we do elimination here? No, it's mandatory. If you cut, it's good. It will be simplified. Make easy. NOR gate කියන්නේ රාජා මේකම අනිත් එක. NOR gate එකේ මෙයාගේ opposite එක යන්නේ. That's the only thing. NOR gate එකේ මේක ඔයගොල්ලන් පොඩ්ඩක් memorize කරලා තියාගන්න එච්චරයි. So I just do that thing. Okay, මම memorize කරලා තියාගෙන මේ circuit එක දැම්මා. So this is the NOT gate, this is the OR gate, this is the AND gate. මේක memorize කරා replace කරා එච්චරයි. Very simple, straightforward. Yeah. මේකම replace කරන්න එච්චරයි. See? පග්ගලි වල පොඩි section එකයි. Okay, වර්න් අල කම්මැලි පොඩක් ඉගෙන ගන්න එච්චරයි. Good, perfect. Alhamdulillah. Nice. Okay, so time up. Okay, have come classes tomorrow. You might have schools also tomorrow. Don't worry, merit papers will not go more than 1 hour. So normally limiting to 1 hour doing a paper for y'all. So today I was able to discuss the part 2 questions. Yeah, second image is O gate. third image is Ankit. Okay, part 2 questions දෙකයි කරන්න පුළුවන් උනේ. So we will be going through with upcoming questions. I'll be sharing you the PDF recordings, everything will be shared. ඔගලා ලස්සනට තියාගන්න ඔක්කොම. අපි next class එකේ next Thursday I'll keep it same time, okay, to do the MCQs part. So 1 hour ගොඩාක් ගන්න නැතුව ටක් ටක් ගාලා කරගෙන යමු. That comes to the end of our paper series for today. I hope it's benefit. Okay, please do give a feedback if you wanted how papers, how questions you're supposed to do it. So පුළුවන් තරම්, okay, we will be going through. Gerald merit paper 4 නෙමෙයි merit paper 6 එක බලන්න. Those are awesome in 25 batch. Yes. පේපර් 1 එකේ පේපර් 1 එකත් මම YouTube එකේ දාලා තිනවා. ඒකත් බලන්න. ඒකේ downloadable file එකක් තියෙනවා, link එකක් තියෙනවා. So we all have shared in a single Google Drive. So ඒකෙන් බලාගෙන ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. Take care. Good night to all of you all. අපි physical classes වල networking පටන් ගෙන තිනවා. අලද කාවල්. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum and have a nice day. Ayubowan. Good night to all. Ta-da.